About the bill, Republican Congressman Ted Yoho of Florida. Representative Yoho, welcome to the program. What are your reservations, and could you support the bill as it is right now?
Thanks, Judy, for having me on. My reservations are many. I like the direction we're moving in, but I could not support the bill as it is right now.
Why not?
There's several things. One is the refundable tax credits. You know, what that means is the government has to take money from us, the taxpayers, and give it back. It's a government program. And what I've seen with the government programs in my short period of time up here, but being a citizen, you know, for almost 62 years come April, is a government program. They tend to get bigger and bigger, and they're less efficient. And anytime you give control to the government, that costs more money and they're less efficient. And I think we've seen this over and over again.
Well, let me ask you about that.
One of the other things, too, is a work requirement for able-bodied citizens without dependents, that they're either looking for work or they're getting work, they're getting re-educated, or they're doing community service. I think this is a must. If not, you're going to have a growth of people on the Medicaid system.
All right. Well, I want to ask you about what you mentioned first, the refundable tax credit, because Speaker Ryan, as you may know, is arguing that that's not an entitlement. He says letting people keep more of their own money and doing what they want with it is not an entitlement. He said it's simply letting them have the freedom to purchase the plan that they feel is best without the government forcing them to buy insurance.
Well, I agree with getting rid of the mandates because, again, it goes back to if government can mandate what you have to do and then they fine you with a fee for not doing it, what else can they do in the future? You know, if the government says you should do this or that, you know, I'm all in the favor of having people keep more of their money. I'm in favor of the tax credits, not the refundable ones that go back to buy insurance or go into people's health savings account. Again, I'm okay with the tax credits where you can write off the cost of your health insurance if you're an individual, because that's incentivizing people to do that which we want them to be, and that's to be responsible for their health care.
Do you think this bill could be changed, amended in the direction that your concerns are? I'm asking because in the Senate, the concerns seem to be in the other direction. Senator Tom Cotton, a Republican from Arkansas, is saying he's worried that the bill doesn't cover enough people who need care. In other words, the pushes and pulls seem to be in the other direction.
No, I think this bill will get amended. I think you'll have a product that comes out of the House and the Senate that's going to fulfill the that we're trying to accomplish. And I think we need to all step back for a moment. You know, the Affordable Care Act was full of good intentions, but yet it's collapsing on its own. And if we did nothing, which the Democrats don't want us to interfere, if we do nothing, it's going to collapse, and all these people that are on that are going to lose insurance. Our goal is to make sure everybody has access to health care, that it's an affordable health care, but more importantly, it's quality health care. With the Affordable Care Act, what's happened is all these people have been run into Medicaid, and it's been proven over and over again. Medicaid has the worst outcomes in the industrialized world as far as the quality of health care. And this is not a way to go just to say we have health insurance, but it's not good health insurance. We want quality health insurance that the American industries, the American healthcare providers can provide, I feel, better than anywhere else in the world.
But Congressman, there are a number of Republican senators who are concerned about the loss of Medicaid coverage.
Well, again, I look 5 to 10 years down the road. If we don't fix the underlying problems now, there's going to be a lot of people without basic coverage and needs. I mean, they're talking about cutting Social Security 25% across the board within 12 years. Nobody wants that. And so if we don't get these things right and make the proper reforms now in the mandatory spending, this is going to be a disaster 5 to 10 years down the road for all Americans. And so let's get this right.
Are you clear on where President Trump comes down on this? Has he reached out to you to ask for your support?
He's not asked for me personally, but being a member of the Freedom Caucus, we're going to meet with him this week, and we'll meet with him in the future. These are things that, you know, these are not Republican issues or Democratic issues that one side is trying to show which one can come up with the better plan. This is something that it's going to affect all Americans, and we need to put what's best for America right now, and let's get that together. And we invite buy-in from the Democrats to come onto our side, and just, we want to hear your instead of just having the political debate and have everybody divided over this.
Would the president be able to change your mind on this, do you think?
You know, I'm open to listening to anybody, and I look forward to that debate. And, you know, I'll stand where I stand on my issues, and if somebody can convince me different, yeah, you know, I'm agreeable, I'm willing to compromise, but it has to be in the right direction.
I'm asking because at this point the president has signed off on the thing that you don't like, and that is those refundable tax credits, and that is the fact that there is no work requirement in here.
Well, I've also heard him say that he's open to a lot of suggestions, and that was one of the meetings we were going to meet with him with the Freedom Caucus. And, you know, as long as people are open to the dialogue, they're willing to listen to other sides, and that's where you're going to get your compromise. And this is something we have to do. Every Republican in the House and the Senate ran on repealing and replacing the Affordable Care Act 100%. I can only think that we're going to come together to accomplish that goal, to get quality health care that's affordable for all Americans.
But again, some of the opposition from Republicans is coming from another direction from yours. But Congressman, I do want to ask you about the ads being run in your congressional district by the American Action Network for this bill, saying just what you've been saying, it's time to go ahead and vote for repeal, to do it with this bill. Are those ads going to influence your vote?
Not at all. I mean, it's a waste of money as far as I'm concerned. You know, the people sent me up here again. I'm going into my third term. We've taken a strong stance on this, and people sent me up here to go up here and fix this problem, not to fall down and or placate to the other side. We're going to fix this, and we're going to get rid of the Affordable Care Act, and we will replace it with common sense reforms that people have access to quality care. That's affordable.
And it's conservative Republicans who are paying for those ads.
It is a Republican paying for their ad. I don't know how conservative they are.
All right. Congressman Ted Yoho, Republican of Florida, thank you very much.
Judy, appreciate it.
And we should note that the American Action